Hi, Congregation Beth Am. It's Rabbi Rosenberg back with another Torah tidbit. Although this week it's going to be a bit different. Usually I'm talking about this week's Torah portion, but this week I want to instead talk about the holiday of Shavuot, which we commemorate beginning on Thursday night. Now, Shavuot is the holiday which celebrates the giving of the Torah at Mount Sinai. And our tradition teaches us that the Torah was not given just to the Jews who were alive then and there, but rather to all Jews, all times, everywhere. As it said, we were all standing at Sinai. Now, what does that mean? Does it mean that in some way my soul was literally present at Mount Sinai in some disembodied form? Some people would say that's what it means, but to me it means something different. It means that I am today and all days deciding whether or not I'm going to accept the Torah. God is always giving the Torah, and we are always deciding if we're going to take it. Now, that's a teaching that's especially important for people who live in our generation and the few generations that came before us. Before that, and not too long ago, we really didn't have a choice about being in Judaism, about being in covenant with God. That choice was made thousands of years ago for most of us, and the Judaism was passed down from generation to generation. We were born into a family, and if that family was Jewish, we had to be Jewish. There wasn't a whole lot of choice in the matter. Everyone had to be part of some religion. That's just more or less how society was set up. And most people couldn't or wouldn't change their religion. You were who you were, and that was just how society worked for almost everybody. But that's one of the things that changed with the dawn of modernity in the 20th and now the 21st century. We very much have the option of redefining and changing in so many ways our identities. The truth is that if you're born a Jew, you are a Jew for life, but that's an isolated fact. It doesn't have to be true in your life. You can walk away from Judaism. That's the world that we live in. If you don't like this religion, you can pick a different one, or you can pick no religion at all. Society will completely support and accept that decision. But what that means is, if you are staying within Judaism, if you are staying connected to our tradition, to our practices, to our God, to any of it, then you're doing so out of choice. We're all doing so out of choice. And that's part of what makes it so powerful. Yes, I am a Jew because I was born into a Jewish family and I was raised as a Jew. But fundamentally, I'm a Jew because I want to be, because I find so much value and meaning and power in our tradition. And hopefully Shavuot challenges all of us to think that way. Are we just Jewish because we've never thought about anything else? Or are we Jewish because we have made the conscious, willful decision to embrace Judaism and all that it brings to our lives? One of the traditional ways that we celebrate Shavuot is with what's known as a Tikkun Leil Shavuot. Essentially, it's an evening study session. Often it's a late night, hours-long study session. This year, it will probably be a bit shorter because it's going to be over Zoom, but we're doing that same thing. We're coming together, and this time as a wider Tampa community, to study. Leaders from all around the Jewish community are going to be offering little snippets of insight, and hopefully it will be a chance to be inspired by Judaism, to help us all realize how broadly Judaism speaks to us, how much just fantastic, inspiring, spiritual, intellectual, challenging material Judaism can send our way. Hopefully, it will make us love being a Jew, make us excited about being Jews, and therefore make us want to recommit to our own Jewish life and Jewish growth and Jewish practice. So please join us on Thursday night. I think it's starting at 7. I probably should have looked it up before I started recording this, but it's on the website and on the email. And hopefully we'll have a chance to welcome Torah together. The rabbis call Shavuot Zman Matan Torah, the time of the giving of the Torah, and it's always in the present tense. Torah was not given once thousands of years ago. Torah is given every moment of every day, and it's always our opportunity to accept it lovingly. Chag Sameach, everyone. I hope to see you Thursday night.